Hello again, Bingo fans, and welcome to Pinball Warrior 2 Collector's Edition. The rules are simple. All squares are worth the same as they are in regular play, and each player will have 1 minute to analyse the board before they're let loose in a 15-minute dash to score as many points as possible. The player who scores the most points in that time frame will win the coveted Pinball Warrior Champion title, with the tiebreaker going to whoever gets their final score faster. Good luck! It's time to play Pinball Warrior 2! Welcome back to the second match of Pinball. Here we have SylvieT.
Brand new to the bingo community, but we are so excited to have her.
Yep. We're going to be watching what I think is her first game of, bingo in any tournament setting. So It's really going to be interesting to see how she plays this starting game.
She went to Dogen first, which is, as we saw from Nago, a popular decision so far.
2 of 2. 100% of players approve of the Dogen opening.
Yeah.
Looks like she's spending a bit of time just finding the square, but that's no problem. And
that's
not going for the graffiti, so that's a good sign.
Good start. I guess that's another thing about pinball is if you don't mark the square immediately, there's no risk of getting sniped.
Yeah. Though if you don't mark the square after those 15 minutes are up, I am mean, I won't give you the point. I'm very strict.
Alright.
I'm going to Cubby, so, similar to what we've seen before. Though with a bit of extra time, getting to Cubby, but it's no problem.
Hard area to navigate. So many rails.
Yeah, so many rails, so many places where you can just kind of slide off. There we go, there's Cubby. And then next up we have...
is it Chuo?
Chuo? It might be.
Chuo.
Chuo, maybe Hikage after? I mean, it's kind of the Shibuya Cho. You go to all the areas eventually anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to reckon South Hayashi is what we're gonna see. I don't think she'd go for canals, but I'm honestly not sure. It's ooh, that was very
so close. That jump is pretty precise. Yeah. Much easier if you do this setup from the top. Even easier if you boost.
Ooh, there we go.
That was a crazy setup.
Sometimes you just need a setup that's a bit different for, the cool discoveries.
For the flag.
Yeah. All of my best discoveries I found by doing something silly. So it's, it's all good.
And also it worked, so not even
silly, because it worked. So
it's not gonna go to Hikage.
Opting to skip Hikage, which, fair, I mean...
Intimidating level.
I mean, I hate Hikage as much as the next person, so, understandable, honestly. But may just be going for potentially a bingo? I mean, that sewer's centre structure is potentially going to be the issue here for that particular bingo.
Put it out to Dark Side next.
Dark Side next.
Interesting.
I mean, realistically, as long as you only go to each sub-area once, it's not really a big issue. I mean, in practical terms, the only difference between ending in Dark Side and ending with, Kogane is you can know exactly how much time you have left and kind of use that to its fullest potential with the hub you're currently in. So I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. I just think it's going to be a bit, unconventional.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Sylvie going for centre of Dark, which is good. A solid
these squares
square.
To drop in from. Does she know the boost strat to get out?
Yeah, that's the question.
That's really what makes this a fast square. Looks like not even going for it.
Looks like she's gonna just make her way out of the centre, which isn't, is equally good. I mean, she could go to Light Wall Ride as well. It'd be a bit of a kind of odd order to do it in, but honestly, it's all hindsight, isn't it? I mean, I think it's worth me keeping in mind as much as everyone else that we kind of just dropped Sylvie into the deep end with giving her a board of, hey, here's all the defaults. Go wild.
Go grab everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going for that light side default also. This one is a little harder to leave quickly from, but
I mean, I'm assuming she'll go back to the center either way, and then potentially go deeper into the dark side.
There's more quick stuff out that way.
Oh, this is kind of an awkward jump from there. She turns around here. I'm sure she'll get it this way. That's good.
Alright, again.
Ooh.
Oh no. Oh, there we go.
Looks like we've got a bit of a panic debug.
Everyone admire SylvieT's 60 FPS.
True. Really outing the MU play. 60 FPS in 99th Street, unheard of.
Crazy.
And there's the mark for light wall ride. So, I mean, all in all, I can see two possible things to get here. Could go for the pink half pipes center structure bingo, or the FRZ Highway Zero bingo. You know, keeping Mantsua's entrance is Sua's entrance. Like, you know, I think most players are going to get that at some point in their pinball games.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Shibuya Cubby and the Dogen Rider Street. Like, everyone's going to see that and go, no problem. So going deeper into dark side, as to be expected.
So does she go into 99th, or does she go off to another adjacent area? It's like heading up to Dino.
So Dino first, then Highway Zero, potentially.
Or actually, both of the souls, the SDPP are this way too. So
oh yeah, that's true.
just be going for floating half pipes.
I mean, pink half pipes is good. I mean, I'd say Sky Dino is a very scary area to be in because it's gum stats, gum health. That can disappear very quickly. Ooh, I think a bit of any percent practice brain got snuck in there a bit. To be fair, it happens to me. If I'm playing random, that's the first thing I do.
Yep.
So it looks like floating pink half pipes is the play.
Which sets her up for that column 2 bingo. If she wants to go for center structure, which, again, an intimidating soul to go for if your speedrun experience with the game is just any percent or PJ percent.
Yeah. But this is one of those moments where it's just, oh, no, she's got the grind, so it can just jump straight to the soul. Getting a bit of health just to stay on top. Oh wait, no, she's too powerful for all of us. Gets the hand climb and the jump first try. I remember that particular piece of movement always had me bricking it in damage list, so very cool to see that first try.
Nice.
Just, marking the square.
Alright, does she go for top of observatory, or does she just go somewhere else?
Anyone has gone for top of observatory out of all the games. I mean, spoiler alert, but I think that's a no-go zone. I could be forgetting one, but it also feels like a very memorable square.
Yeah.
That's kind of like almost the dark side 100-meter room in my mind. You know, if you're going there, you're really committed. So, like,
yeah, you're dedicated. You want that diagonal or that column 1 so badly.
Except that diagonal is painful because you also need to do a whole lap of Kibo. Which, like, especially upper platform at the end requires so much specific movement tech. I mean, you could do Kibo Mega, but then you've also got to follow it up with the climb from the end of the area because you've got to go all the way to the top. So you've really got to know all of like the interesting bits and pieces in Kibo, and you know, I'm going to be honest, I don't expect anyone to go for Kibo Mega from Pinball. Like that's one of those strats that Angels fear to tread. Oh, yeah. Sylvie going for the it's a cool
Highway Zero. Or the Highway Zero enjoyers.
Yep, and I reckon Trash Pit will be next up.
You're gonna take a lap for it.
Ooh, maybe.
Like it.
She's still got just over 5 minutes, so you know it's not really a. Yeah, got a bit of time to sightsee.
Alright. Learning the like less traditional, I guess less linear ways to move around these circuit levels is like a skill you definitely develop over time with Bingo, but early on it's definitely easier and more comfortable to just follow the route you know.
The big challenge with just getting dropped into here's a board with only default souls and a single graffiti is if you don't know all the names of the default souls off by heart, it's very easy to go, that could be one of two things. I mean, so far what's been really good is that SylvieT's not picked up an incorrect soul. Like, they've all been valid.
Yeah.
Which, like, I don't know, some of these, I think, Centra Dark always gets me, or like, you know, I always think, oh, it's like Dark Wall Ride, and then I'm like, and you know, I grab Centra Dark instead, that kind of thing. Always throws me off, even now. And there's Trash Pit.
Learning all of the naming conventions is like the secret extra level of Bingo learning to do.
I mean, if SylvieT wanted to be really fancy, I mean that you know, Kibo under tower, top of station, and entrance, all Kogane, not like an impossible combination though, would require a bit of a journey in Kibo. I'm not, especially on emulator, you really gotta either do fence jump or, you know, just go there normally.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the true tragedy.
Kibo's such an intimidating level too.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's giant and it's hard to navigate and the map is terrible.
And all the graffitis are in all the different nooks and crannies. Like, it's awful. Awful.
Terrible. No fun.
Unless you get the hang of it, it's the most beautiful level in the game. Maybe not that far. 99th Street is pretty amazing, but I do have a soft spot for Kibo.
I wonder why. Can't imagine.
All of my best moments have been in Kibo. What can I say? And 99th Street. Okay, I wonder why I like those two levels in particular. I'm being called out in my own game mode. This is awful.
Your own mini game.
Yeah. Anyway, continuing on, we've got SylvieT leaving Darkside now, with just under 3 minutes left on the clock, going into Kogane. So she's really got to choose like the few souls she wants now. But I think, you know, we've got the potential for 2 bingos depending on which direction she wants to go with it.
Yeah.
Though the one thing I am worried about, FRZ.
FRZ is also not super beginner friendly.
Yeah.
Because you get so little experience with it outside of Bingo.
I must admit, neither of those souls, the final, both of those bingos, neither of them, that final soul, neither of them are particularly beginner friendly.
Yeah.
Like center structure, you either climb or you take a very, very slow climb.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're really confident with that climb, it has got so much potential to just lose time.
If she had a little more time, she could go sewers, entrance, RDH top of station, Kibo under tower, but there's probably not quite enough time to get Kibo under tower at this point.
And the classic entrance dance, I think. Do we have an official name for it? It is the entrance dance, I think, in my heart. There we go.
I don't know if that was its name, but it is now.
Yeah. We're coining new terms.
Of course. The JSRF Bingo meta.
Yep. So with just under 1.5 minutes left on the clock, we've got an FRZ entrance. So there is a potential that she could grab this final soul and get a bingo. Which would be really hype, honestly, for like a first kind of bingo game.
Yeah, that would be great. Unfortunately, the mazes are unkind.
They're pretty brutal. Though the first maze isn't too bad.
The first maze of the mazes,
boost and jump, but you've got to be ready for it. That's the key. Like you've got to know kind of roughly how you're going to do it. The mazes mess me up all the time.
Same. I have been playing this game for years and I'm still bad at the mazes.
Yeah. And honestly, it's a solid kind of starting point, you know, going all the way up to the top. Though going towards maze 3 before kind of realising, oh no, gotta go to me's 1.
You know the jump. Oh.
Ooh, oh, no, got the platform though.
Nice. Good jump onto the staircase too.
So we've got 20 seconds
scary.
left, so we've got one shot at this. Can she get it?
Just got a boost. Ah.
Ooh. That's unfortunate. But you know,
Yeah.
it happens, you know. It like we said, it's a difficult kind of square to start, you know, kind of learn. And that brings the final score for this game to 9.
Way to go, Sylvie. Congrats on joining the bingo tournament.
Yep. And that brings us nicely to the end of the second match of Pinball, putting Sylvie at 9 points. Next up we'll have JKS, where we'll get to see what they have up their sleeve. But that's for next time, and don't forget, it doesn't matter if it's raining outside your window, it's always sunny on Jet Set Radio Future Bingo.